Hello bearded bee people, welcome back to Bee and KBs. So in the middle of making the video about moving bees out to this new yard, I opened one up because it felt light, and I haven't been into these since I made these splits, but boy did it diminish in terms of bees. Now I set up a bunch of nukes that looked exactly the same in a row, so there could have been some drift in that case. There could have been drift before I moved them from the yard that I moved them from. And I could have just set out a split that wasn't as strong as it should have been for a July split. So when I go through it, you know, I want to make sure that they are worthy of adding more resources to. And if they are, you know, figure out what I can do to make this a viable split so that I don't have to combine it in a month. So the first thing I have to do is figure out if they have a queen. They shouldn't have a laying queen. They should have a virgin queen because I just added cells. And it's hard enough finding virgin queens, and finding them through the viewfinder is almost impossible. But she's right there on the bottom part of that frame, running around. I'm going to put her back because she's just a couple days old and therefore very flighty. But so my point is, okay, they have a queen that is likely to get mated. So I feel like they're worthy of getting some resources thrown at them. So now what else do they need? Obviously they have about 1.5 frames of brood and just about that many bees, and the whole nuke is super light. So it being July 18th or something like that, I know they're going to need food, bees, and brood, all before that queen starts to lay. So what I'm going to do is probably Saturday, going through the last few hives that I had yet to split for July splits, and I'm probably going to pull resources to kind of bolster these ones. But if you guys have a split that looks like this, just kind of didn't boom in the way that you expected it to, and that, like I said, this is not what I expected to see. Expected to see a lot more bees, and therefore a lot more ability to take care of the brood that new queen will lay when she gets mated. So since that's not the case, and that's kind of a normal course of action if you're going to set out 30 splits, it's something that you're definitely going to see. So you have to kind of figure out, well, am I going to throw resources at it, or am I going to combine it? Does the portion of the year warrant me throwing resources at it? And I say yes to that. Is it worth it? Well, they've got a nice looking virgin queen and enough bees-ish to take care of a little bit. So I think that they, yes, need food, and they, yes, need bees, and they, yes, need brood. So when I go through those splits, or those hives that I have to split still yet this month, I will be pulling out food frames and brood frames, and I'm going to leave the brood frames covered with bees, and I will come back through here probably early next week or late this upcoming weekend to give them exactly that. It'll be at least a food frame and at least a frame of brood and bees, and so hopefully that all will kind of make this look a lot nicer and make me feel a lot better about it, seeing that it's, you know, getting into late July here in West Michigan. So if you have a nuke or a split that kind of did that to you, yeah, you have to make those decisions quickly at this time of year. In early June or late May or something like that, you could wait and just see if that queen is going to be able to lay up enough to bolster that and to make it look like a viable split. But there's not enough time for that yet this year. So I have to take action by taking resources from another hive and giving it to them, or combine them with one of these other splits. But I'm going to do the former because I believe I can make that look a lot better and have it be a good colony going into winter. So that is how I take care of that stuff. Thanks very much for watching. Get out there and have some fun with your bees. See ya.